Bienvenidos and welcome back to Puro Pinche Gol, the place we discuss all things USMNT y la selección mexicana. My name is Adrian, join me once again my co-host Tocayo. Adrian, what's good, bro?
Hey, how's it going, man? Oof, I don't know what to say. I don't really know what to say. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if I should be excited or not, but that's Mexico talk. Right now, I'm going to say I am really having my hopes up for the USMNT.
It's going to be a good one, man. I think Colombia, we were talking before the recording this episode that Colombia matches up well, or at least the test is going to be a good test for USA ahead of Copa América. It's going to match them up against a team that plays similar to Uruguay, and it's pretty similar to how these South American teams that the USA was going to face in the Copa América play, right, that style. And Colombia is coming off a 21 unbeaten streak that means that they're playing great. They're playing fantastic football. They're beating some of the big teams across the world, not just in CONMEBOL. So it's going to be a good match for USA, Colombia there tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Central Time in FedEx Field in Washington. But as we get into that, let's go through some historical stats between USA and Colombia. How have these two squads stacked up in recent times?
So the most recent matches, right? We went all the way down to 2014, and it was an international friendly between both of these two teams. The USMNT lost 2-1. The next one is 2016 in Copa América. They lost 2-0. Following up another, I believe it's a maybe second round match, which is in 2016 again, Copa América. The USMNT lost 1-0. In 2018, they had an international friendly. Unfortunately, the USMNT lost again, 4-2. In the most recent match, 2023, last year, it was an international friendly. I believe that was Cape Cup, if I'm not mistaken.
Camp Cup.
Yeah, sorry. That one exactly. I mean, both of them showed up with like a C or B team or whatever you want to call it. So it was a draw, 0-0. So USA has 3 wins, 4 draws, and 14 losses, I believe, historically speaking.
Yeah, doesn't bode well to the USMNT against Colombia historically. And coming in this match, USA out of the last 5 matches has won 3. Most recently, 2-0 win in CONCACAF Nations League against Mexico in the final and a 3-1 in that semifinal. That match where Jamaica was about to knock them out, but USA miraculously tied there in the 90th minute. Before that, to an international friendly against Slovenia, which they lost 1-0, and then they lost in the Nations League semifinal, or the qualifying for the semifinals, 2-1 to Trinidad and Tobago in Trinidad, but beat them 3-0 in the USA before that. Colombia, on the other hand, comes in with 5 wins in a row. The most recent one being beating Romania 3-2. Before that, they beat Spain 1-0. Then they beat Mexico 3-2, beat Paraguay 1-0, and beat Brazil 2-1 back in November 2023.
That was a big win.
Yeah, a lot of big wins recently for this Colombia side. So how does... Before we start talking about USA potential lineup, why don't you kind of give us a rundown of what's to expect from the lineup for Colombia?
Yeah, so doing our research, mainly you doing your research for this agenda. We were discussing that most likely what we're gonna see from Colombia, it's the expectation is to see their starting 11 squad, right? And we're gonna see Vargas at the goalkeeper. We're gonna see Muñoz, Cuesta, Lucumí, and Mojica as the back 4. We're gonna have Castaño and Lerma as the 2 central midfielders. Carrascal as a central attacking midfielder, Arias and Luisdiaz as the wingers, and at the very front, Casierra as the lone striker.
Yeah, I think I was reading it might be Duran instead of Casierra, but regardless, it's going to be more or less that 11. 4-2-3-1 that Colombia likes to play. So it's going to be interesting how Triple G's 4-3-3 lineup stacks against that. More importantly, who he has replacing Sergio Dest, how they fare against Luisdiaz on that flank. So what a lot of pundits, a lot of analysts are kind of predicting for this, Matt Turner in the back is going to be a 4-3-3 as usual for Triple G. Anthony Robinson on the left back, Tim Ream Richards center back, and Moore is predicted to start here. Mckennie, Adams, and Gioreyna in the midfield, and then up front, Balogun, Pulisic, and Weah. So the big point of contention here, Moore, he's getting the start over Scally. I think this is due to the fact that Scally, we kind of saw him substantially in the Nations League in that semifinal. So he might want to see how Moore fares against these type of opposition, and then maybe play Scally in the Brazil match, or Weah or a Mckennie in that right back position. And then the other big question, that he kind of has to decide and kind of have to get out of these takeaways from this Brazil and the Colombia match, who is going to be his forward? It will be Balogun, who we expect to get the nod in this match. will Hajiwright play? Will he play against Brazil, or will Pepi be the starter against Brazil? We know that Josh Sargent recently got injured, so that curse continues for that poor guy. Will he be back for the Brazil game? We don't know. Will he be back for Copa América? Still don't know either. But pretty much an A team, Adrian. What are your thoughts on this USA squad?
So, yes, it's a classic USA squad that we kind of sort of expected. I am surprised to see Shaq Moore, to be honest with you. I guess he's faster than Joe Scally, and that's why he's pairing him up over here, because you're gonna see Luisdiaz and Arias on the flank. So we all know that those are fast paced players. So I guess Shaq Moore will make sense here. But I guess my question is how difficult will this be for Joe Scally to digest, knowing that, hey, you are at the shadow of Serginho Dest, he gets injured, they're bringing a sub for him who's supposed to be the sub for you, and yet Triple G is choosing to play him over you, right? So it's going to be a tough pill to swallow for Joe Scally. And yeah, I expect to see balogun first, but I wonder how he's going to do with the physical defenders that Colombia has, right? Balogun, I don't think he's weak in any way possible, but against the towers that we see at Colombia, it will be interesting to see how he fares that. I think USMNT will be sticking to keeping the ball on I guess at a pitch level, right? Not necessarily using a lot of like aerial threats, unless at least not with Balogun. I can see that being different with Haji or Pepi at this point in time, and it's a shame, dude. It's a shame that Josh Sargent is not eligible for this match. I am deeply disappointed, man.
Yeah, you've always been a big fan of Sargent.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm with you. I think Colombia fares better for Hajiwright, and Balogun fares better against the Brazil, just because of the defenders that you referenced there. But Colombia currently third in conmebol standings for World Cup qualifying. Like we mentioned, 21 game unbeaten streak, 16 wins, 5 draws. And yeah, the big questions of the night: how will the right back deal with luisdiaz? Who will Triple G choose as forward or striker going into this? And who will he ultimately decide to go striker wise for the Copa América? That's kind of why you have these friendlies, right? To kind of get those takeaways. And also, will it be Scally? Will it be Weah? Will it be Shaq Moore? We still don't know. Big questions ahead of this match, man. Before we give our score predictions, Adrian, USA opens up against Bolivia on June 23rd. Colombia opens up against Paraguay on June 24th. It's getting closer, man. It's less than 2 weeks away for Copa América starting. Yes. And, USA has one more match before this, Brazil. Adrian, prediction time. What do you got?
All right. I know that, you said that Colombia has a 20-some games unbeaten streak, 16 wins, 5 draws, no losses, right? But you know what? I feel confident on the USMNT squad. I think this match is going to be, if we compare it against, against the one Mexico and Uruguay, this is going to be the complete opposite. I see this as a very level match. And I think the USMNT will take the win, dude. I think the USMNT will take the B-dub. They will win 1-0. I don't see it as a blown out score, because I think that Triple G is going to park the bus after they score. And I think USMNT is going to take it, dude. I know sometimes people think that I'm very optimistic with the USMNT, but hey, man, it's a solid project. I cannot hate on it.
You're more optimistic than I am. I don't predict a win, but I don't predict a loss here either, especially not a 4-0 loss. I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw. It's going to be a fought chess match, well fought. It's going to be a good game, I feel, and it's going to be 2-2 result at the end. That's going to be fair for both sides, but we'll see. Again, that's going to be a big result if that happens. Either your prediction or my prediction for Triple G. We know he does not like to get results against not concacaf opposition. Yeah. So we'll see how this goes. Well, that's going to be a good one tomorrow, 3:30 Central Time, Saturday. This video is going live Saturday morning. So we're also going to be posting our preview for the Mexico-Brazil match. So be sure to stick it here with PPG. Adrian, man, as we wrap up this episode, bro, where can listeners find us, dude?
They can always find us on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notifications. You can also find us on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast on. Last but not least, you can also find us on Instagram and TikTok. We're posting stuff with more frequency. Come and have a laugh. Have a laugh. Sorry, have an argument with those passionate soccer fans that we've seen on our comment section. And just if you want to find maybe like a funny meme or whatever, give us a like, give us a follow.
For sure. Follow us on your preferred social media platform of choice. And let us know in the comments below what are you most excited to see about this Colombia-USA match, which is a very exciting match in our books for sure. Man, a good episode, bro. I'll see you in the next one.
Take it easy, my friend.
See you, bro.